Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Rehab after a rotator cuff repair has to progress pretty carefully because we don't want to re-tear the repair. And that's especially true for about the first 2 to 3 months after surgery, depending on the severity of tear. In this video, I'll go through the home exercises I often give patients who are in what I would call an intermediate phase of recovery. They've recovered enough, that rotator cuff has healed enough for them to not have too many restrictions, but there are still some restrictions in place. And this phase usually occurs somewhere around 6 to 8 weeks post-op. First, I'll go through the exercises, and then I'll go through some of the movement restrictions that are still in place at this phase of rehab. The big difference in this phase of rehab, in contrast to our prior phases, is we can finally start reaching overhead with the hurt arm, which is a huge relief for patients. But we still have to progress kind of carefully. So we're going to start using an assistant, a stick. My hurt arm is my left arm, and I'm simply going to use the stick to push the hurt arm up until I feel a little pull, a little stretch. It's not a max reach, and come down in a controlled way. Up and down 20 times approximately. Now, once you can do this pretty easily, you use the stick to get the arm up, but then take the stick away, lower the arm down in a controlled fashion. And control is the key term. Get the arm up, force the rotator cuff to control the descent. And that's the point of this movement. The rotator cuff is having to control the descent of the arm. Now, never exercise into a shrug. So in other words, if you get the arm up here and then have to shrug like this to lower the arm down, you're not ready for this phase of the progression. So up with the stick, lower down in a controlled way. Now, once you can do that pretty easily, you simply eliminate the stick altogether, reach up until you feel a little pull, lower down again in a controlled, kind of slow descent. Up and down again about 20 reps. Usually at this phase of rehab, the shoulder is still pretty stiff, and we can start to stretch it a little more aggressively at this 6 to 8 week interval. The stability ball is a great tool for this. You don't need the stability ball, but I think it helps for this exercise. We're simply going to do a child's pose. So hands on the ball, you're mostly controlling the movement with your unhurt side, and you're simply going to roll the ball forward until you feel some stretch in that hurt shoulder. Again, not a max stretch, not super intense, but some stretch. Hold this for about 20 seconds and simply come back up to a resting position. Give it a second or two and repeat. Reach, you feel a bit of a stretch, not a super aggressive stretch. Hold the 20 seconds and come back to the resting position, and do this about 3 to 5 times. At this stage of rehab, the shoulder is not only stiff with overhead reaching, but with rotation, and we're simply going to stretch into external rotation of the shoulder. So I've got my arm propped up on a towel, and I'm simply pushing my hand toward the floor while keeping my elbow bent. That's the important part, keeping the elbow bent. What folks usually do wrong is they straighten or extend the elbow as they push through the stick. That's just stretching your elbow, not your shoulder. Keep your elbow bent to 90 degrees. You're not pushing to your side so much as you're pushing up and to the side. Notice my elbow is bent 90 degrees. Hold for about that 20 seconds and relax. And like the prior stretch, do 3 to 5 reps. We want to start working the shoulder blade muscles a little more aggressively at this stage of rehab, and one in particular called the serratus anterior. It's a muscle that's sandwiched between the shoulder blade and the ribs, and it's one of the main muscles that allows us to push forcefully. Here's our first effort to work that. We're simply going to do what's called a bird dog progression. So my hurt arm is my left arm. I'm going to pick up my right arm and hold it up 10 seconds. This simply forces me to stabilize my torso through my hurt arm, my left arm. Hold the 10 seconds, relax, and then repeat. Lift up the opposite side arm, the non-hurt arm, stabilizing with the hurt arm. Hold the 10 seconds, relax. The progression is to lift up arm and leg. So I'm going to lift up my right arm and my left leg. Now I simply have to bear more weight through that hurt arm. Hold the 10 seconds, relax, and do about 10 repetitions. Lift up the opposite arm, same side leg, stabilizing with that hurt arm. The other thing we can start at this phase of rehab is light arm strengthening, specifically of the biceps and triceps. This exercise targets triceps. So I've got my anchored resistance over the door. I'm standing up tall. My elbow stays next to my side, and I simply extend my elbow. Straighten all the way, clench the tricep muscle a bit at the end of the movement, and come back up to the starting point. Notice my elbow stays next to my ribs the whole time. Pick a resistance that's mildly fatiguing in the 15 to 20 rep range. This is not max strengthening. We can't run a lot of force through that arm because that'll force the rotator cuff to work too much. So keep it light. Really, that's the bottom line. Keep it kind of light at this stage. Again, up and down about 15 to 20 repetitions. Next, we'll work on biceps, again with our anchored resistance. I'm simply stepping on one end of my rubber band to anchor the resistance to the floor, and I'm going to flex my elbow, working my biceps. Again, as with the tricep exercise, keep the resistance kind of light. This isn't max strengthening time. If you use too much resistance, that rotator cuff will have to contract more than it really should at this stage, and you can damage the repair. So again, pick a resistance that is mildly fatiguing at somewhere in the 15 to 20 rep range. Our last exercise also works some of our shoulder blade muscles. So you want to lay on the ball. If you don't have the ball, you can simply lay flat, but the ball is helpful. So torso on the ball, up on your toes, and you're simply going to lift both arms and concentrate on pulling your shoulder blades down and in toward the spine. Hold this for a few seconds and come down. Lift up, keeping the shoulder blades down, hold, come down. Now notice I'm only lifting as far as about this position. My hands are about even with my hips. I'm not lifting way up here. That's a little too much stress on the repair. Okay, so keep that lift within a kind of a limited range. Reach up, shoulder blades down and in. That's really the important part. Hold a few seconds and relax. At this phase of recovery, patients are super relieved to finally be able to use their hurt arm. They can start to reach with that hurt arm, and that's okay. But there are still some movement restrictions in place because that rotator cuff is not yet totally healed. So first off, although you can reach overhead, we don't want you to reach repetitively or maximally. You're not stretching to reach that thing in the overhead cupboard that you can't quite get to. Also, reaching behind the back. Okay to the extent that you might, to say, loop a belt, tuck in a shirt, that's okay. But reaching aggressively behind your back as if you're trying to scratch the middle of your back, that's too much. And finally, lifting. Nothing over 5 pounds. No lifting, carrying, anything over 5 pounds at this stage of rehab. That's the home exercise program I usually use with my folks who have had a rotator cuff repair and are about 6 to 8 weeks post-op. Again, this phase of rehab is really about starting active range of motion, reaching with that hurt shoulder. I hope you found this video helpful. As always, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.